Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to do a fall inspired makeup look, and this is the look on my face right now. So if you'd like to see how I did this look, focusing mainly on the eyes today, then please keep watching. Isn't this mug cute? It has a pug and a pumpkin. I think it's really cute. I think it's really fun to work with these kind of burnt orangish brown shades, and especially for fall, it makes me think of like pumpkins and stuff. So I kind of want to do a look that is incorporating these terracotta burnt orange kind of pumpkin shades, and that's why I'm wearing this sweater today. I finally wore this. I got this last fall or last winter, I can't remember, and I haven't been able to wear it. I don't even think I wore it at all last fall, because I think I got it towards the end of the season when it was on sale, and then it was getting too warm. So I don't think I've even worn this yet. This is the first time I think I've worn it. I just really like this color, and it's really comfy. It's not itchy or anything, but my nails kind of match. I'm wearing Kathleen Light's Kale Polish in the shade Brick Sidewalk. It like matches the sweater almost perfectly. So I'm like really feeling the shade right now. So I'm going to go into a few different palettes because I don't have one palette that has a bunch of orangey brown, like burnt orange type shades. I know that a lot of people have been using the Morphe 35, I think it's the 35O palette. I could be wrong, but I think that's the one that they've been using. And I think they just came out with a new one that I saw Kathleen Light's using, and then I think I saw Nikki Tutorials also using it recently. But that palette is really pretty. I just don't have it. So I'm thinking I'm going to go into a few palettes that I do have and just using the shades I have. Of course, I will show you what palettes I'm using and everything, but if you want to recreate this look at home, you can just use whatever orange brown shades you have in your collection. These types of shades tend to be in a lot of different palettes, so they're pretty easy to find. So just wanted to let you guys know that do not feel like you can't create this look unless you have these palettes, because just do whatever you have. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to start out with the Morphe and Kathleen Light's palette just because it has some really pretty brown transition shades in here. They're kind of like orangey brown. I'm going to use this kind of like light ivory shade right here, and I'm just going to add this to my brow bone. Just to set down the primer I used the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the shade Eden, so it kind of camouflages my veins because I have a lot of veins on my eyelids. So I'm just using this to set it down. Now I'm going to go into the shade right here. I love using the shade. It's one of my favorite transition shades to use, just in general. I'm going to just add this to my crease as a transition shade, but kind of like smoke it out all over the place, just buff it everywhere. Just to start adding some color there. So I forgot to mention the brush I was using to blend my transition shade, and then the shade that I put on my brow bone is a Sedona Lace EB13 brush. It's just a fluffy blending brush. So now I'm going to use this BMX 430 crease brush from Moda Pro. It is more of a tapered, pointy blending brush, so it kind of applies the color a little bit more precisely. I'm going to go into the Pure Cosmetics Soiree Diaries palette. I love this palette. I've been using it a lot lately, and I'm going to go into the shade Stunner, this matte burnt orange shade, and then just start working this right into the crease and focusing on the outer corner to kind of create that V shape. I like this brush for applying colors to my crease if I want them to be more precise, to really define my crease, because since it's a tapered brush that has that point, it makes it really easy to blend out color but keep it really precise. And I'm just using that brush I used before just to blend everything out so there's not any harsh line. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I think I'm going to try using the shade here called Realgar. I don't know if any of you that have this palette or know the names of this palette have thought of this, but whenever I see the name Realgar for that shadow, I always think of Rhaegar from Game of Thrones, Rhaegar Targaryen. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. It sounds almost the same, Realgar, Rhaegar. I have no idea what Realgar is in reference to. So if any of you know, you can let me know in the comments because I'd be interested to find out. But anyway, I'm going to use that same brush I used, the pointed Moda Pro brush. I'm going to dip that into the shade Realgar, and I'm just going to focus this on the inner and outer corner of my lid. So it's like a really pretty orangey shade, and then I'm bringing it into the crease. I don't know, I wasn't sure if I was going to do a halo eye today, but I might be a halo eye. That's kind of what it's turning into. We'll see if it ends up like that. So now I'm going to go into the shade Red Ochre right here. It's like a dark reddish brown shade. It has way more red to it than being orange. I'm just going to put a little bit on that brush and try to add this right in the crease. I'm not trying to bring it up, just keep it right in the crease. Now I'm going to take the shade Golden Ochre up here, and I'm just going to lightly add a little bit of this to the very top of my crease, kind of like where my crease meets my brow bone, if you know what I mean, like right here. Just to add a little bit more warmth right there. And I'm going to go back into that Red Ochre shade and just add a little bit more to the crease because it blended it away a little bit. I'm going to take my clean brush, the blending brush I was using earlier, and then just blend the crease a little bit. I think I'll go back into the shade Stunner in the Soiree Diaries palette. Just add a little bit to the crease just to help blend that reddish shade in so that it doesn't look too red. It looks a little bit more brownish orange. Now I'm going to take the shade Private Party up here and just add a little bit of this to my brow bone. So I'm going to use the Naked Cosmetics Urban Rustic palette. So I'm going to use the orange shimmery shade right here. I love this shade. The shades in this palette are really good. They're really good eyeshadows, but the one in the middle is probably my favorite. I'm going to pack this on my lid with this Bodyography Pro flat shader brush. Just a regular shading brush. I'm going to dip it into the shadow. And then I'm going to use my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray and just spray the brush. And then tap off the excess because I don't want to get too much fallout. I mean, I'd rather have no fallout, but you know. I'm just going to add that right to the center of my lid. I think I'll just add it on my entire lid. So it's not really a halo eye anymore. It's basically just a regular eye look I would do, where you have the shimmer shade on your whole eye and then you have the crease defined. So I'm just going to take that fluffy blending brush and start blending the crease. And then I'll go back into the Red Ochre shade and just add a little bit more to my crease, just right in the crease. And then a little bit to the outer corner. Okay, so that's going to be it for my eyelid. I'm going to work on the lower lash line now. So for my lower lash line, I'm going to go into the shade Stunner and just buff this on my lower lash line. And I'm going to go back into the Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette and use the light highlight shade right here. And I'll just add that to my inner corner. And just use a clean powder brush just to blend away any fallout. Now I'm going to put on some liner and mascara. First, I'm going to line my waterline and tightline with this liner. It is the Ciate London Wonderland Gel Kohl Liner. Okay, so for Wayne's liner, I'm going to use the Essence eyeliner pen. This is their waterproof one in the shade Black. And I'll just do a Wayne liner real quick. I probably should do it off camera because I suck at doing my Wayne liner on camera. But just so you know, I'm going to also do mascara with the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Okay, so as you can see, I finished Wayne liner and mascara. I actually mixed a little bit of a different mascara as well. I didn't just use that It Cosmetics one. I also used the Monsieur Big Mascara from Lancome in the color Big as the New Black. So I mixed this with the It Cosmetics one. I kind of like alternated one coat with the It one and one coat with this one. So that finishes the eye look. Now I'm just going to finish up the rest of my face. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to use this one from Tarte. It is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Feisty. Just put a little bit on the cheeks. And this brush is from Moda Pro as well. It is the Pointed Blush Brush. Now to highlight, I'm going to use this one from Ofra. It is the Rodeo Drive Highlighter. I love this one. It's really good. I'm going to use this Bogachi Illuminator brush to apply the highlight. I'll put a little bit on my nose. This is the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. I'll just add a little bit of this to like my cheeks right here because that's where I'm starting to get oily. And then some on my forehead. And then it just helps it so I don't look oily in the areas that I don't want to look oily, you know? Okay, so I just did my lips off camera. I used the Estee Edit lip liner in the shade The Barest. You could just use any nude lip liner you have. This is just what I have. And then for my lipstick, I used the Too Faced lipstick in the shade Sunday Funday. This is from their new Peach collection. I don't know how I feel about this lipstick. I love the shade, but my lips are pretty dry and chapped right now. It's definitely emphasizing the dry patches on my lips. Like, you probably can't tell as much far away on camera, but up close you can see all the dry spots on my lips. So this definitely is like not a very forgiving formula. It doesn't feel dry on the lips, like it doesn't feel uncomfortable, but it just doesn't look that great on my lips. The actual formula, it just makes it look like I have really dry chapped lips with a ton of dead skin on them. I do really like this color. I'm gonna have to play around with this lipstick a little bit more and like really exfoliate and moisturize my lips the next few days and see if that helps. But just as it is right now, I don't like how it looks up close, but I do really like the color. It has a really slight peach, almost like a peach candy smell to it. It smells good. To set my face, I'm going to use the Smaru Badescu facial spray. This is the one with herbs, aloe, and rose water. I'm just going to spray this on my face. And with that, that completes this look. This is one of my favorite shades to wear, especially for the fall months. I think it looks so pretty for like Thanksgiving, Halloween, just October, November, this time of year. I think it looks beautiful. You could of course wear this any time of year, and it's really wearable, really easy to wear. But for me, it just screams fall. It's like these types of colors are so pretty to me for fall. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope this inspires you to create a similar fall type makeup look, you know, playing around with these pumpkin orange type colors, kind of like burnt orange terracotta shades. So let me know down in the comments if you like this type of look, and if you've tried out any of the products I used today, you can let me know what you think about them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!